30 seconds.
Roger.
20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Roll's completed.
Roger, roll complete.
There goes the pitch.
Roger pitch. You're on your way, Molly Brown.
Yeah, man.
We're a little bit high on the flight path, but no problem, Molly Brown.
Okay, Molly Brown's go for staging.
Roger, looks good from here.
Roger. Second update received.
Roger, update.
Okay, there was staging.
Roger, stage.
And we're thrusting.
Okay, thrust looks good from here.
Show full scale round to there. Okay, we're starting to steer. The horizon's got right in view.
Roger.
Our GS is go.
Looks good from here.
Oh man, look at that.
Steering is good from here.
Stand by to copy 2-1.
Roger.
Delta V 139. GMTRC 155547. GETRC 013147. Roll left 55. GMTRB 160531. Roll right 65.
Roger, copy Delta V 139. GMTRC 155547. GETRC 013147. Roll left 55. GMTRB 160531. Roll right 65.
Roger.
Falcon Island, Capcom. Go ahead. Roger, your Texas burn will be 48 feet per second for 73 seconds. Okay, 48 feet per second for 73 seconds. So far, we got your TR and Gemini load in. Your clocks look good on the ground. Everything's go here. See you next trip.
Molly Brown, Cape Capcom.
Go, Cape Capcom.
Look better from there than on a ballistic flight?
Say again.
Does it look better from there than on a ballistic flight?
I can't read the Cargo.
Roger, how do it look?
It looks great.
Right.
Carnarvon, Capcom, K-Flight.
This is Carnarvon, go ahead.
Ask him if any of the things we asked him to try did anything with the control system. I'm not concerned about it, just want to know how it acted. As far as we're concerned, he's go for the second orbit.
You still got a blood pressure, John? We didn't read it.
Hey, sir, okay, give me another one.
Okay. Just wire him, he was pretty spectacular up there, huh?
Say again.
Pretty spectacular.
What's going on, everybody? Good evening. It is 7:40 p.m. here in Florida, and I will be shooting the shit with you guys for probably about an hour. You guys know I don't plan these things. I just turn on the microphone and go. So we will be shooting the shit for an hour. Welcome, guys. No topic of conversation tonight. Just whatever, Star Wars or not. If you want to talk about trees or food, let's just shoot the shit. I am in the mood to just lean back on this microphone and hang out. Hope you all are doing well on this Tuesday. Yeah. And Swish Fish, thank you so much for the first super chat, man. Swish says, evening Greedo, cockpit almost done, picks tomorrow. Hell yeah. Whenever you get it completed, please post it wherever I can see it. So a little story behind what Swish is talking about. He is building like a cardboard cockpit that is going around his joystick and computer chair, basically. So he's like building an enclosure around him just to get a little more immersed in Squadrons when it comes out. It's pretty awesome, man. But yeah, looking forward to seeing the completion, man. Hope you're doing well. You want to talk about trees rambling? Let's do. I don't know anything about trees. I don't know. I literally don't know why I said that. I guess it's just because I looked out my window and I saw a tree. But yeah, dude, it feels so good outside right now. I live in Florida. Most of the time it's like boiling and 90-something degrees. And, you know, after a few months of that in the summer, you kind of get sick of it. But today it was like, I think it was a high of 80. And it was crazy. It's crazy. I was so nice. Maybe it was like 85. It doesn't matter. It was so nice. But anyway. Carter Lovejoy, Sarah Heat, Chris Tierce. Thank you guys so much. Sarah, thank you so much for the extremely generous channel support this evening. Give me one sec. Carter says, I hope we get that Blu-ray collection. Yeah, I didn't even think about it, man. Like, when I posted that picture on Instagram, I didn't intend for everybody to, like, see the Blu-rays in the background. I just thought it was a cool background, you know? So yeah, I will definitely do that one day. Yeah, if you guys want to know what I'm talking about, I posted a picture of a documentary that I love. It's a Star Wars documentary called Elstree 1976. It's very different than, you know, your typical Star Wars documentary. And in the background of that Blu-ray disc, you can see some other Blu-rays that I own, right? So yeah, Carter, eventually I will do a little Blu-ray collection video. I don't have very many, man. Like, I'm not much of a collector. I know you collect a shitload of Blu-rays, or movies in general. I don't collect much. The only movies that I buy are, like, physical copies, are ones that I love or ones that I really, really want to see. Like Dunkirk, for example, right? I bought that in 4K for a couple reasons. For one, when it came out, I think my daughter was just super young. Dunkirk. Let's see when that came out. So, oh no. Oh, she wasn't even born yet. So, yeah, I don't know. Something must have been going on. Didn't see that in the theaters. Ended up buying it. Knew I would like it. And I think it's my favorite Christopher Nolan movie, to tell you the truth. But yeah, so I have a pretty small Blu-ray collection. And it's really only made up of stuff that I know, but know and love. But yeah, anyway, I appreciate that, man. Someday soon. And Sarah Heat, thank you so much for the generous super chat and channel support this evening. I see your message down there. Is it not letting you type your message in the super chat box? If that's the case, strange. Anyway, but Sarah, thank you so much. Ridiculously generous this evening. Sarah says, I watched a fan theory about Darth Maul being in The Mandalorian Season 2. If this happened, would he go after the child as well? And if he did, where did it go? Would a fight between him and Din be an awesome fight? Is Darth Maul... I mean, how old would Darth Maul be by then? Because you got to think this is well into the destruction of the Empire. So we're talking, you know, would he be in his, like, 70s or 80s? How old would this guy be? And he's dead, right? I mean, like, he officially is dead, right? After Rebels, right? I mean, no, I don't worry about spoilers. Yeah. Trust me, I know, just by virtue of being a Star Wars fan, I know all this stuff despite not watching that show in its entirety. But yeah, so unless they're going to do another character resurrection, which I hope they don't, unless they do that, Sarah, I would say that there's like a 0% chance of him being in The Mandalorian, despite, maybe needing a wheelchair, even if he was alive. But it sounds like, there is no more Maul to be had. But yeah, it's kind of funny, like, whenever it's really interesting to me because, no matter what the Star Wars project, it always seems like there's rumors or theories or whatnot about any character being in any project, right? I mean, it's really interesting. Yeah. But yeah, Sarah, I would say that that fan theory is I would feel like you need to jump through a lot of hoops and play a lot of brain games to make that one make sense. You know what I mean? But would a fight between him and Din be awesome? I mean, yeah, I think it would be pretty awesome. I think a character like Maul, or any like Jedi or Sith for that matter, right? When their powers are so intense, it's kind of like when you match up characters like to fight. In reality, if their powers were like consistent across the board and they didn't have power of the plot behind them, sometimes, I think a character like Darth Maul would squash a character like Din Mando. But yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that, Sarah. I bet there's a lot of fan theories out there like that don't really put all the puzzle pieces together to realize that they're not necessarily plausible. I know that Maul is dead, but I saw a fan theory about it and was just wondering because even if it can't happen, I thought it'd be an awesome fan idea, not canon. Yeah, I mean, I love that kind of stuff. I mean, it's almost like Mortal Kombat, right? Pitting characters against one another. Why don't we have that, Sarah? I would love that. Let's get a Star Wars, a modern... I know they made one back in the day. I think it was called Masters of Terras Kasi. But let's get a modern Star Wars fighting game for modern consoles, and we can pit all these characters against one another and have them fight and duke it out, and finally put to rest some of these questions that we have about who would win. I think that would be fun. Make it happen. But I appreciate that, Sarah. It's always fun to speculate. And Chris Tears, thank you so much as well. Sad stuff. Hard drive died today. Lost my Harmies copy. Dude, it's very easy to get back. I mean, if you got it the first time, it's very easy to get back. Yeah. That hopefully that's the least of your worries on a dead hard drive, that you lost Harmy's copies, because you can download those within, an easy find. But that sucks, man. I've had one hard drive fail. No, actually it wasn't. It was my own stupid fault, Chris. It didn't fail. I took a big ass 200 gigabyte. It was like one of the first giant external hard drives that you could move around, you know what I mean? It had to be plugged into the wall. It was only 100 or 200 gigs, if that. Maybe it was a lot smaller, I can't remember. It didn't fail. I accidentally just formatted it. And you know what really bums me out about that more than anything is that I had every single Counter-Strike map that I made going back from high school onward on there. So whenever I think back, if I ever have a desire to play Counter-Strike and I go, you know what, I should load up those maps, host my own server, and just check out what I made 15 plus years ago. I can't. It sucks. But yeah, hopefully, Chris, with a dead hard drive, the least of your worries, or is Harmies, and you're not worrying about any other precious stuff that's on it. That's what sucks, man. we all take these pictures, we all take these videos, family stuff, right? And I think about this a lot now that I have a kid. It's all just kind of in the void. It's in the cloud. It's online. And it's not, I can go over to my parents' house right now, open a couple boxes, and there's a shitload of VHSs and photo albums, right? We can flip through them all day. Can't really, I mean, you can do it, but it's relying on another person, an organization, a piece of technology that you are not in control of. You might be a custodian of it, but ultimately you are not in control of it. And so many people's memories and pictures and videos, and, you know, it's there online. I probably sound like a grandpa right now, but it is a little weird to me and a little scary that that in the future, I just want to get some physical copies of like pictures and stuff like that, and make photo albums, because you never know, man. You never know. But anyway, Chris, I appreciate that, man. Hopefully you get it all worked out. I'm sure you will. I'm sure. Jack, my favorite Star Wars character is Han. It's just, I don't know, man. He's smuggler, pirate with a heart of gold. He's always been my favorite. The gunslinger in the Wild West. I like him. It's going back forever. Tommy, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Tommy says, hey, Greedo, super stoked. I finally made a stream just in time for some homework. Love the channel. Fan since 2014. Thank you. Well, dude, thank you so much for the kind words there. If you're able to do some homework while you're listening to my dumb voice, that's juggling a lot. I would not be able to do that. But yeah, man, it's good to see you. So 2014, you bring up old channel stuff. It's kind of funny because before this stream, I was just going through my HelloGreedo folder and looking for just a random picture that I could use for a thumbnail, and I stumbled upon screenshots that I took of the YouTube, like the front of my YouTube. I don't know what you would call it. The front of my YouTube channel, from 2012. And it's just kind of crazy. And then I found other screenshots that I took from 2013 and 2014. And it's kind of neat to see like the evolution of not only like my channel and whatnot, but also the evolution of what YouTube used to look like. You know, it's really interesting. But dude, thank you so much for tuning in all these years. I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you're not able to concentrate on this while you're doing, or concentrate on your homework while you're listening to this, you can listen to this later. Concentrate on that. But I appreciate that, man. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, let me take a quick sip. Is my daughter crying? No, she's not. They're giggling. They're reading books and giggling. Anyway, Levi Fisher, thank you so much for the channel support, man. Levi says, have you discussed Trevorrow's Duel of the Fates? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I briefly did when it right off the bat came out. I only kind of saw the kind of the bullet points. I didn't sit there and read the entire thing, but to me, I don't know if it would have been better, but I think it was a more interesting. The biggest thing for, how do I put this? If I'm looking at Duel of the Fates, I'm also looking at Rise of Skywalker, right? I have to look at what I didn't like about the Rise of Skywalker. Palpatine. Palpatine wasn't present in Duel of the Fates. That is automatically like a plus for me, because that was my biggest gripe with that movie. You know, that just kind of like unimaginative feel of that. This kind of just felt goofy to me, you know. At some point, I know some people, Levi, have been doing like, maybe the right word is like a radio drama presentation of Duel of the Fates, kind of like an audiobook type thing. And I think if I was to kind of sit down and absorb all of it, that's the way I would want to do it, you know. But yeah, as general concepts go, I liked the direction of it rather than what we got. That being said, don't know if executed, that would be the case. But as general concepts go, I kind of did a brain flush, but I remember liking the concepts more than what we got. Yeah. But anyway, Levi, one day, let me look that up real quick. Duel of the Fates, audio drama. There we go, on Reddit. Let's see. Star Wars audio drama based on leaked Duel of the Fates script. I've produced and have been releasing 20-minute slices. Okay, here's something. I don't know if this is what I'm thinking of. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to check this out. Anyway, I'm sure there's a bunch of people that have done this, but yeah, kind of cool. Anyway, I appreciate that, Levi. I'm going to look into it more. And Harrison, Time Cop, and Bearded Emperor, thank you guys so much. Let me take a quick sip of my old water. There we go. Harrison Creamer, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Greatly appreciate that, man. Harrison says, hey, Greedo, I'm joining the Navy next summer. Next summer? Wow. Any pointers you can give me? Love your content, by the way. I see that Chris already asked you if you're in the delayed entry program. I would assume you're not. Oh, just in past MEPs. Okay, nice. So you are technically in delayed entry program? See, when I enlisted, I was told that I was going to go to boot camp in December. And I ended up getting called like 2 weeks later saying there was an opening and do you want to go? And I said, yep. And it was June. So like I was anticipating just bumming around for months. And so I don't know when delayed entry program starts, but yeah. So any pointers, man? It's, oh, one sec, Harrison. If you guys hear that Death Star alarm, that means we have a new fleet member. That means Icy Toa 1. Did I say that correctly? If not, correct me. But Icy, dude, thank you so much for becoming the latest member of the fleet. You get a special role in the HelloGreedo Discord server. You get a fancy little name badge and your name in green in the chat. And I do monthly Q&As. And the next monthly Q&A, supporter Q&A, will be October 5th. Usually the first Monday of every month is what I shoot for. If it changes, I'll let you know. But, dude, Icy, thank you for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. I greatly appreciate it. If everybody could do me a favor in the chat and say, welcome to the fleet, Icy, I would appreciate that. All right, Icy. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Welcome to the fleet. But, yeah, Harrison, so first of all, congratulations on the decision. I'm sure it's nerve-wracking. It's very nerve-wracking when you're going in. You have nothing to worry about. Millions of people have done it over the course of its existence, right? So I think one of the biggest pointers that I can give, like going into boot camp, is, and it might sound goofy, but I saw a lot of people kind of like get homesick and struggle, is like put yourself in the mindset that you are here. This is it. It's going to be over in, 2 months. You're done. Just, tough it out. This is where you are. This is what you signed up for. No reason dwelling on home. Don't bitch and moan about what you have to do. Just buckle down and get through it. Because once you're out of boot camp, man, most of the time, unless you're deployed, the Navy is like any other job. Like when I was shoreside, when I was shore duty, I would go into work at like 6 in the morning and go home at like 3. And unless I had to stand duty, that was my daily routine for a couple of years, So, yeah, if you're not deployed, that's kind of the day-to-day existence, depending on your rate, of course. But I would recommend picking a rate. I would recommend not going undesignated. I know recruiters always try to make going into the Navy as an undesignated seaman sound great. I know people that have done it. I actually just met an E6 a couple days ago at a playground with my daughter, and he had his kids there, and he, and he went in as an undesignated. But the vast majority of people that I've heard from hated it because basically for the first 2 years you're busting rust and mopping and just doing the dirty work that nobody wants to do, right? The recruiters often pitch it as like, yeah, you go into the Navy as an undesignated seaman and you're able to try all these jobs, you know? You're able to try being a yeoman. You're able to try being an airman. You're able to try being an aircraft mechanic. But in reality, you're just doing shit that nobody wants to do. You're just busting rust and, and that's it. So yeah, pick a rate. And maybe this is sacrilege to anybody that it was boat side, but I loved aviation. If you have an opportunity to go aviation, I don't know if you've already picked your rate, but aviation is a pretty easy life, man. It's pretty great. You know, you deploy. You don't live on a boat. You do when you deploy. Don't get me wrong, but like your day-to-day operation is not on a boat. Your day-to-day operation is at a squadron, and you know, and it's great, and it's yeah, like. Kind of felt bad for some of the boat guys when I was deployed because especially the E1s or E2s, and there was no room in the barracks. When they came home, they had to continue living on the boat because there was no room in the barracks. I don't know if it's still like that today, but it's crazy. But yeah, man, just realize that 4 years goes by quick. You signed up for it. Make the best of it. Try your hardest. And if you decide you want to get out, use that GI Bill. I know this is 4 years in the future, but you know, if you do decide to get out, take advantage of that GI Bill. It is your gift for joining. It is your it's your right, it's your gift, it's what they give you as a thank you. It's what the nation gives you as a thank you. So don't lollygag on that shit like I did. You know, if you end up getting out, buckle down, knock out school, use that GI Bill. It's going to be great, man. So I'm excited for you. You'll have to let us know what you think after boot camp. You might be saying, Greedo, you son of a bitch. But no, man, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm excited for you, man. I know a couple guys that are looking to enlist. But yeah. Anyway. Hell yeah. CTT, what's that? Oh wow. Smart. That's okay. That's awesome. Right? Trying to warfare and support national commanders. Yeah, hell yeah. That's great, man. Electronic intelligence. You must have scored very high on your ASVAB, my friend. Congratulations. That's great. That's great, man. Congratulations. Yeah, that's endless opportunity for you to, you know, in tech fields when you get out of the Navy if you decide you want to, you know. But it's a great life. I'm excited for you, man. Enjoy it. Make the best of it. In Time Cop, I appreciate the patience, man. Thank you so much for the channel support. Hey, Greedo, when Squadrons comes out in a few weeks, what type of fighter are you looking forward to playing as? I'm looking forward to playing the Bomber or Interceptor class. So to tell you the truth, man, well, let me look what's available. Star Wars Squadrons. Sorry, guys. Okay. To tell you the truth, honestly, the one that I'm looking forward to playing the most is just an X-Wing. It is my favorite ship in all of Star Wars. I don't know why. I think it's just it is my favorite Star Wars movie is also A New Hope, so maybe that's a big reason. But like, yeah, just a run-of-the-mill X-Wing is kind of the workhorse of the fleet. It's like, you know, it's back in the day you used to think of an F-16 as like just the most badass shit ever, and that's in the Star Wars universe. The X-Wing is kind of like that F-16, you know. I love it. It's my all-time favorite Star Wars ship. So yeah, I'll probably end up playing.
Hey HG.
Oh, what's that?
Hope you're well as always. What is actually your number one criticism of ESB? And what is your number one favorite thing? Hope you're well as always, brother.
Star Wars Beyond, thank you so much for the generous super chat and channel support this evening, man. Also, Star Wars Beyond has a fun project in the works on Indiegogo. It is a Shadows of the Empire fan film, and I will discuss it in a moment. But I appreciate that, man. Give me one sec. So yeah, Time Cop. When it comes out, I'm honestly either gonna play an X-wing or TIE fighter the most, and I think beyond that, I would probably play an interceptor. Just because, yeah, TIE fighter, just the fighters or the interceptors basically is probably what I'm gonna go for. I can't see myself being a bomber. Then again, that might completely change when I get hands-on with it, you know, but I like the idea of playing as interceptors too, because they're a little more zippy, and I'm sure the maneuverability will be a lot of fun too, you know. So yeah, probably fighter, interceptor. I don't know what will become my go-to. You guys know, if you ever watched me play Battlefront 2, I basically just played assault. Like, when I first got the game, I did play heavy constantly, but after a month, I just fell into assault, and that's really the only class that I care to play anymore. So I'm sure that'll be the case with squadrons too. So yeah, definitely looking forward to playing as, like, getting hands on with a just an X-wing right off the bat, you know, more than anything by far. But yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. We don't have very long either. We got what, like, I mean, we got a week and a half. It comes out on the 2nd, right? Star Wars Squadrons. The 2nd, yeah. So about a week and a half. That's hard to believe, man. It feels like it was just announced. That's so crazy. That's so insane. Time flies, man. Time flies. But I appreciate that, Time Cop. And Bearded Emperor, thank you so much as well, man. Bearded says, "What's up, Greedo? You should broadcast Among Us." I don't know anything about it, man. I've seen some. I haven't watched anything on YouTube, but I have seen, like, thumbnails and stuff like that of people playing it live. Let me just read a quick synopsis of it. Let's see what it's all about. Among Us is an online multiplayer social deduction game developed and published by American Game Studios. Blah 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 blah. The game takes place in a space-themed setting where players each take on one of two roles. Most crewmates and a predetermined number being imposters. So you have to, like, suss out who is the imposter. The goal of the crewmates is to identify the imposters, eliminate them, and complete tasks around the map. And the imposter's goal is to kill the crewmates without being identified. Ah, that sounds fun. It came out in 2018. Wow, it must have just... Weird. So it was initially released in 2018 to little mainstream attention. It received an influx of popularity in 2020 due to many well-known Twitch streamers and YouTubers playing it. In response to the game's popularity, a sequel, Among Us 2, was announced in 2020. That's interesting. Yeah, don't know much about it. There was a game that sounds vaguely familiar to that I used to play back in the day called The Ship. I don't know if anybody else played that, but it was kind of the same concept, like you're on a big boat, and I think there's one murderer or something like that, and you have to find the one murderer, the one person who is kind of allowed to murder everybody, but if they get caught, you can murder them, and then yeah, it was basically it's very similar in a way, but yeah, maybe I'll end up getting it. I'm pulling up Steam right now to see how much it is, but I have a few games that I've got recently. Plus, I got Game Pass, so I am I'm kind of, like, deep into that. I'm playing it right now, man. I can't get enough of the Stranger Things 3, like, top-down RPG. It is fun as hell, man. Like, so surprising to me that I've been digging this so much, but, like, It is a mix of Zombies Ate My Neighbors, if you guys played that back in the day on the SNES. It's a mix of that and like A Link to the Past on the SNES too. It's so much fun. I don't know why. Out of the games that are on Game Pass right now, for whatever reason, it hooked me faster than Witcher. But yeah, I guess I was just in the mood for it, right? But anyway, I appreciate that, Bearded. Maybe I'll get it eventually. Yeah. Oscar, thank you so much. Has parenthood altered how you view entertainment? That's actually a really interesting question. I thought about this the other day. Yes, it has. Not necessarily like I want to keep her away from certain things because they might be taboo or they might be embarrassing to talk about or they might scare her. I don't play that game. I watched scary movies and shit when I was like 7, 8 years old. Whatever. I mean, she's only 2.5, but yeah. So the way it's actually altered the way I view entertainment is whenever something happens to like a kid or a parent or something like that on a TV show or a movie, it affects me more because I kind of am able to empathize and put myself in that situation. If something happens to a kid or a parent in a TV show, you know, it definitely is way more emotionally impactful. I can't really think of an example, but like whenever something like that happens or a story comes out about a kid or something, you know, that's where it's really strange. Yeah, it definitely affects. Being a parent definitely affects how you view that shit, for sure. So yeah, that's really the biggest alteration, I suppose, is like whenever there's bad stuff happening to a kid or something like that on a movie or a TV show, it's just, it makes it, like back in the day, you know, it was just a part of the movie. Now it's like, yeah, it's hard not to put yourself in the scenario and like grind your teeth, right? But anyway, Oscar, I appreciate that, man. And JJ, good to see you. Mr. Just Jedi says, good to see you, HG. I guess you know the Among Us game, right? How about playing it with some other people someday? Hope you're doing well. You sound tired. Do I really? I am very tired. That's funny, man. I am. It's been a long day. My voice actually hurts too. I don't know if you can hear that. Among Us is only $5? I think I'd probably at least have $5 in PayPal. That's funny. All right, let's do it. I didn't realize it was only $5. I assumed it was like $20-$30. So yeah, I'm sure eventually I'll play it. I don't know if I would stream it, but that might be kind of fun to play with some Discord mods and stuff like that. I would probably be crazy if we were all on a microphone. But yeah, I love the concept. Kind of a whodunit murder mystery-ish, I suppose. Looks like a really simple game. I'm watching gameplay right now. But yeah, I'll pick it up. I'll play it sometime soon. I don't know how streamable it would be, but yeah, it'd be fun, man. Anyway, I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. I think I saw your wood oven recently. Always cooking. Always cooking. Chris Donahue, thank you so much, man. You are amazing. Shh. You make my days a lot better. Shh. I love all your streams and videos. Shh. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the kind words. And I can't wait for Mando 2. I hope it's great. Yeah, me too. Me too. First of all, thank you so much for the kind words. But yeah, I really hope it's great too. And I have no doubt in my mind that it's going to be great. The only reservations that I have are, and you guys have, if you've been on my live streams, you've probably heard me say this, but the only reservations that I have to do with like rumors of characters being, and if you watch my most recent video, that has me a little bit not worried, but a little bit like, why, you know? That's really the only reason that I'm a little worried about it, is because, you know, season 1 of The Mandalorian stood on its own 2 feet. It was its own thing. It didn't rely and lean on characters that we already knew. So if this season is going to be getting, and it's all in the execution, don't get me wrong, it could be great, but if it's going to include a bunch of characters that we as fans already know, I hope it doesn't detract from what made the first season great, But yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you so much, man. We shall see, right? In a little more than a month, we shall see. We'll sit down and watch the first season. But yeah. Anyway, does the Navy still sing and dance while they mop the deck? Probably not the old songs if they do. They're probably singing. I never did. But yeah. Anyway. Where did it go? I'm scrolling up. Where did it go? There we go. Star Wars Beyond, thank you so much for the channel support. So first of all, before I read this, Star Wars Beyond is creating a Star Wars fan film. I'm looking for where it was posted. Let's see. There we go. He is creating a Star Wars fan film that... Here, I'll post it in here. Okay, it's a Shadows of the Empire Star Wars fan film. Boom. Star Wars Shadows of the Empire fan film. And there we go. He's got a 7-minute video on it. Watch it. It's great. Concept art, some CGI animation in there, interviews. Actually, like you see the actors. It's awesome, man. I mean, you guys know. You probably he's built. Yeah, go watch it. Go watch the video they've made. They're putting a lot of effort into like building the set and stuff like that. It looks great, man. But yeah, everybody go check this out. Yeah, you guys know me. I have more than I've played the game that I've played the most on this on streams is definitely Battlefront 2, but very close second would be Shadows of the Empire. Like whenever I'm in the mood to play something on here, and it's not Battlefront 2, it's usually Shadows of the Empire. I grew up with that game, man. I could not get enough of that game, man. And I remember it being a lot harder back in the day. Like, I'm able to beat that entire game in like 1, maybe 2.5 hour live stream session. I remember IG-88 being difficult as hell. But, you know, you load up some Seekers and you fire like 8 at him and he's just dead within 3 seconds. It's so fun. I love it. But yeah, everybody go check out Star Wars. I'll post it again. Star Wars Beyond has a Shadows of the Empire fan film in the works. Go check it out. Go watch the video. It's great. Anyway, I completely forgot to read what you posted. Star Wars Beyond says, "Hey HG, hope you're well as always. What is actually your number one criticism of ESB, and what is your number one favorite thing? Hope you're well as always, brother." That's a really interesting and tough question. So, the last time that I saw Empire was about a year and a half. Yeah, I would say about a year. Maybe less than a year. I think it was last October. I saw it with the Jacksonville Symphony. Which was an awesome experience. I've seen some other movies with the Symphony, and it's just mind-blowing. And as I was watching it, I think there's certain aspects of the pacing and editing as they at the point where like Han gets captured, things start to get very like choppy and herky-jerky. Look, I don't edit movies. I don't know how to edit anything. But for whatever reason, like I've seen Empire so many damn times. And for whatever reason, when I was sitting down and watching it in that symphony whatever setting, it was noticeable to me. It was really strange. It was really strange. And I guess that would be the only criticism. If you really want, like, my number one criticisms of The Empire Strikes Back, it's whatever special edition changes were made. Is that a total cop-out? Yeah, but it's true. And the thing is, like, ESB has the least amount of special edition changes, right? Or the least impactful, I would say. And then some that I actually kind of dig. Like adding the windows in Bespin, in Cloud City. I think, it adds something to it. I'll always prefer the original just because it's, it's a time capsule. But I can look at that change and understand. But yeah, anyway. My number one favorite thing, my number one favorite thing is the way the movie ends. The overall, like, it's not a triumphant film. It doesn't end with medals and ceremony. It ends with our heroes beaten down in the dirt. And I think, it would have been easy to take the direction of everything is cheerful, the heroes come out unscathed in the end. But think about how powerful it is for that. Put yourself in like 1980, right? When that movie comes out. You've been waiting 3 years. Star Wars was a massive success. Boom. Next movie comes out. And your favorite characters have been beaten. One of them is frozen. And you don't know what's going on. And it's a huge cliffhanger. Everybody's beaten down. They got nothing left in them. And the wait begins, right? That's what I love about I love it. I love it. But yeah, anyway. I appreciate that, Beyond. Duval indeed. Ocean Reef 21. We're 1-1, and I feel like I feel more confident and excited to watch tomorrow. Or today's Tuesday, right? We're playing Thursday night, so I'm more excited to watch Jags now than I have been in a very long time, just because of I feel like I say that every single beginning of every single season, but yeah, I'm very optimistic. Anyway. And Gooner Chiefs fan 123, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I don't know if you meant to type a little message in there. Let me scroll up and find it. All right, I don't see you. But Gooner, thank you so much for the silent support this evening. I appreciate the hell out of that. Hope you're doing well, man. Cheers. I greatly appreciate that. In JJ, it's a dirt oven. Pretty cool. Oh, I didn't realize that. So, let me find the picture. Maybe it didn't look too close to it. There we go. Oh, I never looked that close at the kind of the exterior of it. Oh, that's really cool. Did you build that? That is like recreating one of those pits. They used to cook food slow and low in like these big dirt pits. That's really interesting, man. I've never seen anything like that. But that's kind of recreating it above ground, right? Huh. Yeah, it's okay to celebrate, Ren. Yeah, that's awesome, JJ. We're looking to get a smoker soon. We want to get like one of those vertical ones, like a pellet smoker. Easy. We used to have one that it was a cheap side smoker and it rusted out so fast. It was a giant piece of shit. But we want to get a nice one. Well, yeah, anyway. I didn't build it, but people who are passionate about cooking meat get these built in their homes. Gotcha. Oh, I see. You got to prepare how you want it to be. I see what you're saying. Anyway. It looks sharp, man. And Scruffy Nerf Order, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Scruffy says, where did it go? The Scruffy says, finally finished your book. Kudos, man. It was great. Also, did you decide if you're going to with a joystick or a controller for Squadrons? Just ordered a controller for my PC. Can't wait. Well, thank you so much for picking up. Sorry about the mess. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was as I always say, it was super nerve-wracking putting that out almost a year ago, which is hard to believe. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. I hope you got something out of it. It's a very personal book, as you read. But yeah, thanks, man. If anybody has no idea what the hell he's talking about, Google HelloGreedo, sorry about the mess, and you will see a personal book that I wrote. But yeah, so Scruffy, I am probably gonna end up going with a controller, man. I would love to get a joystick, but I feel like if I got a joystick, I would end up using it for a little bit and just going back to a controller. I don't know why. That being said, I might be thinking that the game is going to be too arcadey, right? So maybe a joystick would just feel completely natural. I don't know, man. I don't know. For the time being, I'm probably going to just go with a controller. Yeah, I'm probably just going to go with a controller. I would love to be able to get a joystick because I would love to, play Elite Dangerous with a joystick or even Microsoft Flight Simulator, the new one, I would love to be able to mess around with so many games with the joystick. But as of right now, I have no intentions of buying a joystick. That being said, I am planning on building a new PC, basically from motherboard up. So I would rather dump whatever money that I would put into a joystick into a new PC build, So kind of penny pinching right now, trying to anticipate some major PC upgrades within the next couple months, but yeah. Anyway, I'm excited, man. I appreciate that, Scruffy. And Gooder Chiefs fan 123, thank you so much once again. Minshew Mania is running wild. Yeah, it's great. I feel like we finally have a franchise quarterback. I don't want to jinx it, but from Gerard to Henney to Bortles to oh my god, the guy before him, I can't remember what his name was. That's gonna bother me. Yeah, to Minshew. And I feel like, if nothing else, like, we just have a lot more confidence in our team in the city now. And it's not just confidence. The numbers prove the talent. And I hope, been a Jags fan for 20 years, and I really hope we at least have a winning season. That's like literally all we have to hope for. Just a winning season, man. But yeah, it's exciting for sure. And Caleb Kemp, thank you so much for the super chat, man. It's good to see you. Caleb says, just got out of work. Thought I'd stop by and say hello there. Hello there, right back to you, man. It is Tuesday. Get home, crash, play some video games, watch some episodes of The Next Generation, and enjoy yourself, man. It's always a good feeling to get out, stretch those legs, get home, plop on the couch, throw your keys on the sofa, plop your ass on the couch and watch something or play something, right? But anyway, I appreciate that, Caleb. Hope you're doing well. Nice, Wookie Talks. Nice. It's fun, man. Enjoy it. Make the things that you want to make. Don't lean into what's popular or feel the pressure of it. Just make what you want to make, man. That's what it's all about. As a Browns fan, I understand the revolving door of QBs and coaches, Steve. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Least favorite scene of Return of the Jedi. I don't know if it counts as just one scene, but I've always found the whole Jabba sequence a bit drag until they escape. Yeah, well, it's funny, Ozkabat, I feel like I've seen people, I know I talked about it at one point, but there was like a whole breakdown of what the hell was the plan to rescue Han. Like, you take a step back and look at the overall plan to rescue Han. Like, all right, Chewie gets captured. Is that a part of the plan? The droids, or I mean, like, the droids give themselves up. Okay, whatever. And then Chewie gets captured and Leia gets captured, and then Luke shows up. So like everybody, I don't know, it was such a cluster of a plan that somebody broke it down really well in a really funny way, and I can't remember where I saw that. But yeah, Caleb Kemp, thank you so much, man, for coming in with the final super chat and channel support of the stream. Before I jet for the evening, watch a little something downstairs. Caleb Kemp says, did you really think I'd leave the hyperdrive unguarded? What's the next line of dialogue after that? Did you really leave the hyperdrive unguarded? Let's see if I can find transcripts. Anything is possible. Wait, is that the next thing? Anything is possible. You haven't exactly impressed me today. And he laughs and he says, kill him. He laughs and he says, kill him. I bought Master and this is complete. I just reading Obi-Wan dialogue. I bought Master and Apprentice a couple days ago. I've read the first chapter. I just haven't been able to sit down and read more than that. I am so excited to read that damn book, man. Just because ever since I did that video where I unboxed those old Phantom Menace toys, I have been in a super nostalgic mood. I don't know why. But ever since then, I've just been in a super nostalgic mood. I think, like, whenever the weather starts to cool off, I get in this kind of, like, weird nostalgic mood where it just kind of puts me back to being a kid, like, around Halloween, you know? Listening to Smashing Pumpkins and yeah. But how do we get down that road? Oh yeah, Master and Apprentice. Really looking forward to reading that. But anyway, it is time for me to jet, guys. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me a little bit tonight. Tomorrow I will probably end up let's see. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow I will probably do an afternoon stream. Yeah, an afternoon stream. And I'll probably start around 2 p.m. or so. But we shall see. I either have to go to the store in the afternoon or the morning or the night. I'll probably go in the morning. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening. It's been fun, all over the place conversation, as it always is. It's a good time. But to everybody who supported the channel, thank you guys so much this evening. I appreciate it. Icy, thanks for coming, the latest member of the fleet, man. And everybody else who listened to my dumb voice, thanks for hanging out. So, all right. Working on some videos, planning some streams. You guys know I don't plan anything. Cool? Cool. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are on planet Earth, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Let's end this thing with a fun song. All right, guys. See ya.